In the midst of chaos, uncertainty, and rapid change, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and disheartened. Yet, according to the profound teachings of Dolores Cannon, the very chaos we are experiencing is a sign that we are on the brink of a monumental shift, a transition to a higher level of consciousness and existence, often referred to as the New Earth. In this transformative journey, understanding and embracing the chaos becomes essential, as it signifies the dismantling of old paradigms and the birth of a new reality filled with love, harmony, and limitless potential. We are on the brink of a monumental global breakthrough, and the signs are all around us. As the world becomes increasingly chaotic and tumultuous, it's a clear indication that we're nearing a tipping point in human consciousness. Picture a battlefield. When the enemy gets louder, it's a sign of desperation. They're throwing everything they've got because they're feeling the pressure. In that desperation, mistakes happen, big ones. Now, let's apply this to what we're seeing in the world today. In the grand theater of global consciousness, we're witnessing a similar dynamic. The forces of fear, control, and manipulation are getting louder and more intense. Everywhere you look, it's like a constant barrage of red alerts, signaling impending doom and chaos. It's a classic tactic. When you're losing control, ramp up the fear to maintain a grip on power. But here's the thing, when the fear-mongering reaches a fever pitch, it's often a sign that the old control mechanisms are starting to lose their effectiveness. People are waking up to the game being played, and they're no longer buying into the fear-based narrative. The control grip is slipping, and the old guard is scrambling to maintain their dominance. This escalation of fear and intensity is actually a positive sign, a harbinger of the impending shift. It's like the pressure building up behind a dam before it bursts. The louder they scream, the closer we are to a breakthrough moment, a tipping point in consciousness where the truth can no longer be suppressed. In Dolores Cannon's extensive body of work, she often emphasized the importance of viewing chaos not as a force of destruction, but as a powerful catalyst for transformation. Just as a seed must undergo the chaos of cracking open its shell to sprout and grow, so too must humanity undergo periods of upheaval and turmoil to evolve and ascend to higher levels of consciousness. Think about it. When you look back on your own life, haven't some of your most significant personal growth and breakthroughs come in the wake of challenges, setbacks, and moments of chaos? It is through these experiences that we shed old beliefs, patterns, and limitations, allowing us to expand our awareness and embrace new possibilities. Similarly, on a collective level, the chaos we are witnessing in the world today, be it social, political, environmental, or economic, serves as a wake-up call, urging us to question the status quo and reevaluate our priorities. It is pushing humanity to confront the shadows of its past, to heal old wounds, and to forge a new path forward based on unity, compassion, and cooperation. One of the central themes in Dolores Cannon's teachings is the concept of the dissolution of old paradigms, the crumbling away of outdated belief systems, structures, and institutions that no longer serve the highest good of humanity. This dissolution process can often manifest as chaos, upheaval, and uncertainty as the old gives way to the new. We can see evidence of this everywhere we look. The breakdown of traditional power structures, the erosion of trust in established authorities, and the increasing polarization and division in society. Yet, as unsettling as these developments may be, they are not signs of impending doom, but rather harbingers of a profound shift in consciousness. For it is only when the old paradigms have been dismantled that the seeds of the new earth can take root and flourish. And just as a forest regenerates after a wildfire, so too will humanity rise from the ashes of the old, stronger and more resilient than ever before. What we're witnessing externally is indeed a crescendo of heightened messaging, a cacophony of fear, chaos, and uncertainty. But beneath the surface, on the level of consciousness, Something truly remarkable is unfolding. It's like a symphony of awakening, a collective raising of awareness and vibrational frequency. Now, as we approach this pivotal moment, it's natural to wonder, what will it look like? For so long, many of us envisioned the shift as a sudden dramatic event, a single moment when the world would magically transform overnight. But the reality is far more nuanced. Change, especially on a global scale, is rarely sudden or linear. It's more like a series of interconnected waves, each building upon the last, gradually reshaping the landscape of human consciousness. And just like any journey of transformation, it requires time, patience, and perseverance. Think back to your own personal growth journey. Were there not moments of breakthrough and insight, interspersed with periods of uncertainty and doubt? It's the same principle at play here. The shift to a higher level of consciousness is not a destination, it's a continuous evolution, a journey of self-discovery and expansion. Yes, there have been breakthrough moments along the way, glimpses of the new paradigm emerging amidst the chaos. But now, we stand on the threshold of a larger breakthrough, a collective tipping point that will reverberate across the planet. And in this moment of transformation, certain behaviors and patterns will begin to emerge, replicating and repeating themselves on a global scale. It's like the unveiling of a new blueprint for existence, one based on love, unity, and abundance for all. Even according to Dolores Cannon's research, this shift in consciousness is not something that will happen overnight, but rather a gradual process of collective awakening and expansion. As individuals, we are being called to embark on a journey of self-discovery and inner exploration, to delve deep into the recesses of our own hearts and minds, and to confront the limiting beliefs and conditioning that have kept us bound in fear and separation. But this awakening is not just an individual endeavor, it is also a collective one. As more and more people awaken to the truth of who they are, the vibrational frequency of the planet rises, paving the way for the manifestation of the new earth, a world characterized by love, harmony, and abundance for all. Let's unpack the practical implications of this profound shift, because ultimately, that's where the rubber meets the road. We begin with the energetic realm, but it's crucial to understand how these shifts manifest in our everyday reality. What we're about to witness is a movement of non-compliance, a refusal to bow down to oppressive systems and structures, not just among the general population, but also within law enforcement and government institutions themselves. This is a pivotal point to remember. Throughout history, the downfall of dictatorships and authoritarian regimes hasn't typically been marked by widespread violence. Instead, it's when people collectively say, "Enough is enough. We refuse to participate any longer." This act of non-compliance isn't just a passive rebellion, it's an assertion of power, the power to withdraw our energy from systems that no longer serve us. And herein lies our greatest strength. By choosing not to feed into fear, control, and manipulation, we reclaim our sovereignty and pave the way for a new reality to emerge. But here's the crucial question we must each ask ourselves. Are we still operating from a mindset of victimhood and reaction, or have we embraced our inherent power as creators of our reality? This is a choice, a fundamental choice that shapes the trajectory of our lives and the world around us. Spirituality, in its true essence, isn't just about lofty concepts and esoteric knowledge. It's about practical application, about embodying the principles of love, compassion, and empowerment in our daily lives. And that's precisely what's happening now. We're transitioning from mere theoretical understanding to tangible, real-world action. And as we do, something truly miraculous unfolds. It's like lifting a heavy veil that has obscured the brilliance of life itself. Suddenly, colors are more vibrant, sounds more melodious, and every moment brims with potential and possibility. We're on the precipice of a profound transformation, a renaissance of the human spirit. In times of chaos and uncertainty, it can be tempting to succumb to fear and despair, to believe that we are adrift in the sea of chaos with no guiding light to lead us home. Yet, according to Dolores Cannon's teachings, nothing could be further from the truth. Central to her teachings is the idea that there is a divine plan unfolding behind the scenes, a plan that is guiding and supporting us every step of the way, even when we can't see it or understand it fully. This divine plan operates according to the principles of love and higher wisdom, and it is leading us inexorably towards the realization of our highest potential as individuals and as a species. All we need to do is trust in the process, surrender to the flow of life, and allow ourselves to be carried forward on the currents of divine grace. So many of us have been conditioned to accept the belief that we are mere victims of circumstance, powerless to shape our own reality. It's a narrative that has been ingrained in us from a young age, perpetuated by societal norms and cultural conditioning. But what if we were to challenge that narrative? What if we were to flip the script and recognize our inherent power as co-creators of our reality? The truth is, we possess an extraordinary ability to shape our lives and the world around us through the power of our thoughts, intentions, and actions. On a collective scale, we've been steadily inching towards this realization over the past decades, and now the moment of shifting is upon us, a moment where profound transformations will unfold in every aspect of society. It may appear as though everything is unraveling, as though the old structures and systems are crumbling before our eyes, and in a way they are. But this disruption is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of rebirth. Disruption is an essential part of the evolutionary process. It's the moment when the old gives way to the new, when the seeds of change are planted amidst the chaos. And yes, it can be unsettling. We're being asked to embrace uncertainty, to let go of familiar comforts, and to envision a world that has yet to fully materialize. But therein lies the opportunity to dream, to innovate, and to create something truly extraordinary. This is our moment to step into our power, to chart a new course for humanity based on love, compassion, and unity. And it all begins with having a vision of what is possible, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. In the midst of chaos and turmoil, it can be easy to lose sight of our true nature, to forget that at the core of our being, we are beings of love and light. Yet, according to Dolores Cannon, it is precisely during these challenging times that our capacity for love and compassion is most needed. As we navigate the tumultuous waters of the transition to the new earth, let us remember to cultivate love and compassion in our hearts, for ourselves, for each other, and for the world at large. For it is love that has the power to heal, to unite, and to transcend all barriers. The chaos we experience worldwide signals that the old ways of being are no longer sustainable and that something new is emerging. But here's the thing. In this moment of upheaval, we must resist the temptation to look outside ourselves for answers. This is our moment, a moment for us to reclaim our power as co-creators of reality. It's not the time to defer to big organizations, governments, or self-appointed gurus to dictate the terms of our future. No, this is our moment to step into our sovereignty, to trust in our innate wisdom, and to forge a path forward based on our own vision and values. In the words of Dolores Cannon herself, we are the ones we have been waiting for. We possess within us all the skills and abilities we need to navigate this shift, physical, spiritual, mental. But it's up to us to cultivate and develop these talents, to align with our true purpose, and to co-create a reality that reflects the highest expression of who we are. So, if you haven't already begun this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, now is the time to start. We're hurtling towards a pivotal moment in human history, a moment of profound transformation and possibility. But we cannot afford to be passive bystanders in this process. We must be active participants, actively shaping the world we want to live in. It's a choice we all must make, to remain victims of circumstance or to embrace our role as creators of our reality. And as we make that choice, let us remember, we are not just survivors, we are thrivers, creators, and architects of a new world. So let's rise to the occasion, seize our power, and together, let's create a future that is truly worthy of our collective potential.